as he referred to Hamas as the devil, how do you, Joel, deal with, on the one side, what the President of the United States says is a Prime Minister of Israel not doing enough, and then the other side is essentially representatives of the devil?
Yeah, Jose, my heart goes out to Jonathan and the Poland family. I can't even begin, as a father of three, to imagine what they're experiencing. And to your question, the bottom line is, yes, Hamas is a vile organization. They shot dead young, innocent people that they had held captive underground for more than 10 months at the moment where those individuals might have been freed. But that's what we know. And so for the president to make his statement, I think he's spot on. God bless Joe Biden and Kamala Harris for their steadfastness in trying to push to get a deal here. This is the devil that we have in front of us. And that means cut a deal with the devil to get your people out. That's what the Israeli people are demanding. That's what needs to be done. You can live to fight another day. The Israeli Defense Forces are saying as well the exact same message at the senior level. The defense minister has been very clear that he wants to see an agreement to get these people out, because you are looking at a death sentence, quite frankly, for those hostages. Time is ticking, and it is past time. It is past time to get these people out. The contours of a deal are known. It requires political will. And that's where the prime minister needs to show some guts and take a deal.
So what are the biggest reasons, you think, why Netanyahu has not pushed more forcefully?
I think that Netanyahu has forcefully pushed his position to a place now where he is being led by the nose by his far-right ministers in the government, some of whom, by the way, I should mention, have not served in the Israeli Defense Forces, like Itamar Ben-Gvir, who was rejected from joining the IDF because he was seen as too extreme. He now, for some reason, is leading policy on how the IDF should operate inside of Gaza. And so the prime minister, he wants to keep that right flank along his side so his government stays whole, so that it doesn't collapse if there is a deal. And, of course, the next step would be that he could potentially face a judicial inquiry into corruption and have that then to deal with. So he wants to keep his government there. But look, across the broad spectrum, and it's very important, I'm glad that you opened with the protests. There have been two seminal events in Israel in the last couple of years. The massive protests against the judicial coup that Netanyahu was launching last year, and then the October 7th attacks as well. And they're now fusing into a mass anger inside of Israel in protest and revulsion at the way they're being led. And I'm a proud Zionist. I got to say this. I've been defending and support Israel throughout. But this is what you do if you support Israel. You support getting the Israeli hostages out.
Joel, what does Hamas have to gain from a temporary ceasefire, and what is it that best could force them into obtaining a temporary ceasefire?
Well, right now, it's absolutely clear that Hamas has lost militarily inside of Gaza. They have nothing left. They have been decimated. Obviously, the people of Gaza, the Palestinian people, are suffering deeply. Hamas needs a timeout for its own ability to somehow lick its wounds. And that is a fear, that is a legitimate fear that the prime minister is communicating. But the IDF says it can manage that and deal with that. And so for a 6-week period to lick its wounds, to help the Palestinian people inside Gaza that Hamas does not care about, to then get more aid, that is sort of where Hamas is looking to try to gain something to keep alive its prospects for future leadership in Gaza. It is an illegitimate leader in Gaza, let's be very clear. And there needs to be a path forward to moving them out entirely. But this is a moment where the Israeli hostages and the Americans, the 7 Americans who are still alive, they need to come out and they need to come home. And that means making difficult deals, which is what's on the table.
Joel Rubin, always a pleasure seeing you. I thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Jose.
Still ahead, the